person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum.
What is this argument? I need to play this back again. I'm sorry. No, there are people who are born with birth defects. There are people who lose their limbs later on in life. I've been told this happens actually quite a few times. Not like chameleons or whatever, but if you're in like a fucking war, if you're describing a human as somebody with legs, like if you are if that's your definition, are you calling people without legs not human? What is this? What fucking argument is this? I want everyone to look at this right now. I want everyone to look at this argument and know that this is your guy. This is your guy. The guy that says people without legs aren't human. That's your guy. Foolish behavior. Speaking of being the more hung version of Matt Walsh, there have been videos circulating of Matt Walsh debating some trans students, I believe. We're going to be looking at a debate between a trans woman who is an EMT and Matt Walsh. Now, see, normally I wouldn't cover this stuff. I might have talked about this on stream before. I would never, and I would never advocate that any of you try and debate these absolute ghouls on their own platform where they have mic control, where they have crowd control, where they can, they control the narrative going on within the debate. You can say the most unhinged shit. I Matt Walsh my butt every day, and the whole crowd just goes, oh, they lose it. They fucking lose it. They can't help themselves, okay? Look, normally, I would never advocate that anybody go up during these debate me panels. They're foolish. However, this debate that we're going to look at is pretty solid. So what are the main topics today? Oh God, you're making editing hard. All of you do this to me. I want you to know this, okay? Thank you, Wotan Wei. I'm happy you're here as well. The segments that we're doing today, we just finished Ben Shapiro. We're going to be covering right now as we speak, Matt Walsh debating a trans woman, EMT, the ethics of debate and, debating on a platform that isn't yours. We're going to be covering Anna Kasparian doubling down. Then we're going to be talking a little bit about what's going on in Tennessee regarding the Tennessee 3. Matt Walsh is a through and through. Big sloppy Matt Walsh. Thank you. New title for the video. Okay. Anyway, so Matt, as seen here, looking particularly ghoulish today. Isn't that just the way? And then here's the woman that he is debating. 6 minutes. I think that we can probably make this a short little 40-minute video. What do you say?
How would you define a woman?
I would say that's very
Because you've
loud.
asked other people up here to define how we would define a woman. How would you define a woman, Mr. Walsh?
An adult human female.
This, man, hey, we made it 15 seconds in, okay? And, well, to be fair, we made it 15 seconds in, but we made it like 1 second into Matt Walsh speaking. Unfortunate. I've been told this happens, unfortunately, a few times. See, Matt Walsh and everybody on the right thinks this is some kind of get when they do the whole what is a woman thing, and they say, oh, an adult human female. Okay, well, we have descriptors, right? Like young woman, older woman. Shit, we do this with, there's another group, trans women as well. And we do that because they are women, and these are just little descriptors. That being said, also, by that definition, my friends, I'm gonna do a little Ben Shabibo here, okay? At what age range? At what age does it matter? At what age do you become a woman, right? Does it matter which state you're in? Does it matter which country you're in? If I'm abroad and I'm ahead in time, and let's say my birthday lands some hours ahead, am I a woman in this time zone but not in another one? Absolutely foolish. It's so dumb. People that do this fucking prescriptive bullshit are limiting themselves so much. It's incoherent. I'm not going to really be harking too much on this. If you want to see more about linguistics and descriptive versus prescriptive language, please go watch the 2.5 hour long pain debate that I had.
And how don't...
I don't want to hear it, mash buttons. Also, Wotan Wei. So would you say, oh no, don't make me do it. Don't make me fucking do it. I'm gonna debate, bro, on all of you. And we're gonna be doing this for it's gonna be a fucking 2.5 hour stream, this, isn't it? Would you say then that a child that is just born, a baby A baby born with ovaries is a woman? Foolish. There's no sex and gender are completely opposite things. There are also, if you can believe it, intersex people, which this debate will be getting to. Spoiler alert. There are intersex people that do exist that have both ovaries and testes. Can you believe it? Absolutely wacky that. It's a nebulous term. See, to me, language serves as a function. We describe things around us as they are. There's a lot of power in that. I'm more able to accurately define things because I'm not limiting myself on these descriptions that we just made kind of a little bit 100 years ago, but it's always changing. But for whatever reason, the one 100 years ago is right and nothing else is. Did you know, I think we talked about this in the debate, did you know that we didn't start calling boys until, what was it, the early to mid 1900s? Hi, handsome. Everyone was girls. When they were born, they were girls. We just called all children girls. And then when you got old enough, you were a man. How crazy is that? Anyway.
Trans people.
I don't want to debate too much. I want to talk about the ethics of debate.
Because they're not.
This is what I'm talking about. Let's play this back again, okay?
Fit that definition.
Female.
Because they're not.
The dumbest fucking takes, okay? The most nothing. The whole crowd is on Matt's side here. Again, this is why I would normally never, ever advocate that people go to someone else's platform and debate, unless there's like a moderator and there's like a nice crowd split and like all this stuff. Of course there's not here. But of course, this person just blurts out female. You can hear the snakiness, right? You can hear the Skeletor in the crowd over here. And the whole fucking crowd loses it.
Because they're not female. They have
human, female.
You said that you are a biological male, correct?
I said I'm transgender. I might be intersex for all we know.
God damn.
Almost as many people.
The reason why I wanted to show y'all this is because this woman does a very, very good job, of a remarkably good job debating Matt here. You can see him start squirming. He's not used to this level of pushback. See, to me, the only way that I would be on this debate panel right now, if I was ever given the mic, would be to ask old Matt here what his favorite Sonic Inflation fanfic is. Keywords, chili dog. That's all you can do. There's no debating these people. They're freaks. They live in worlds. They're ghoulish, genocidal maniacs. So you just clown on them, you know?
In the world are transgender as intersex, and a lot of people don't know.
Well, but that's a different conversation. Intersex, that's a genetic anomaly. That's a medical condition. So that's a completely different conversation. That's also not a third gender. That's a genetic anomaly that
then what is
occurs
it, Matt?
within the same.
Then what is it, Matt? If there are two sexes, and let's say there's this weird ambiguous other thing that some people make up. It's almost like that's what's the word for it? Interesting.
Sex binary of male and female.
It's a bimodal distribution. Ain't that just the way?
So what you're saying is that a quote-unquote trans woman is a female.
Hold on. I think I have my first ban. Are we ready for this? Who is it? I saw someone. I was vibe checking. Who was it? OnlyFlans, welcome. Bulletproof Baldy. Show yourself. Welcome, OnlyFlans. I'm glad you're here. Hello. The only thing more fragile than Papyrus Scrolls is Matt Walsh's worldview. True. Pushing gently against it would watch it crumble. We're gonna get there. Unfortunately, I need a vibe check. Come on. I'm doing my ocular pat down. Bulletproof Baldy. Commencing ocular pat down. Say trans rights. I need a trans rights in chat. Prepare the ban hammers. Commencing ocular pat down. Not safe for pass. 5, 4, 3, 2. Goodbye. Can I listen? Sure. I won't ban you yet. No freak posting. He's not gone. They're not gone at this moment. I hope you do right by your kids. Yeah, say by the bell. Okay, Matt.
By the definitions I'm familiar with, yes.
You see
how
him,
would you define...
You see him crumble, right? You see him crumble. I'm so proud of her. She's so powerful. Look at this.
Yes.
So what you're saying is that a quote-unquote trans woman is a female?
By the definitions I'm familiar with, yes.
The smallest
So
pushback.
how would you define
he's used what these people are used to. The reason why we're going over this is because Matt here is used to debating people who do studies, people who don't have media training, people who don't know how to ride that line between giving studies and just clowning on these people, which is exactly what this person's doing. Matt is trying to elicit a reaction. Did you all catch that? When he did the whole, so you said you're a biological male, right? He was hoping to get a rise out of this person, hoping to trigger this person, you know? That way, when this video is released, it looks like, oh, look at this, another irrational biological male who thinks he's a woman. That's the you know, trying to set that up. But he's failing. He's used to getting these socially anxious college kids who are just struggling to talk to anybody, even their friends. And that's not what this woman is. He's so used to talking to them. He's used to talking to scientists who don't have media training. It's really easy. I never watched that fucking "What is a Woman" video. Why would I do that? Why would I do that to myself? Why would I I am holding on by it. My brain is holding on by a crumb. The amount of bullshit that I have to listen to every day from these ghouls, the just toxic sludge, the drivel coming out of them. Why would I do that to myself? But in that movie of his, he talks to a lot of scientists who don't have media training. In the moment where there's a little bit of pushback against them, they don't know what to do because they don't have media training. That's not their field. Catch up on chat real quick, and then we'll get back to the video. Giga senioritis. Ooh, I don't envy you. I dropped out in my senior year. I hope you don't. Finish. Trust me. Ooh, you want to finish. Ooh, you want to finish. College, of course. We're talking about college. Absolutely. Incredibly based Bulletproof Baldy. You should go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a lot of videos about all them she, her, they, them, he, hims. Got a bunch of, I've got a 2.5 hour long debate. Of course, after the stream, because why would you miss a second of this just tantalizing content? But yeah, good on you. I'm proud of you. Yeah, just try and understand your kids. Incredibly based. All right.
Through my training.
See, did you hear? Oh, God. Okay, we're making this a long video for a reason. All of you who say I pause too much, go watch the video yourself, okay? If you're mad at that, then go watch the video yourself, okay? But look, there was a little bit of pushback. Matt looks very uncomfortable, and then the fucking Skeletor in the back, the female Skeletor. Listen. Yeah, see? Everybody, there's a vibe switch going on here.
My training in healthcare, there are several different categories for how we define sex. People bring up chromosomes. People also bring up
answer
hormone
this at a different
levels.
time.
People bring up all sorts of other categories. Lots of people don't fit neatly into a gender binary, even people we don't consider to be intersex. It's a complicated spectrum.
Very well put. Very well put. Look.
It's not complicated, but you also didn't...
He's literally shaking. I'm so triggered. Literally shaking. Look, he's uncomfortable.
Okay, but you also didn't define. So what is a woman? What is a female? What do these words mean?
It's complicated, and I know you're not going to like that answer, but that's because there are no simple answers in human biology.
Let me ask you a question.
You guys,
hang
on.
Absolutely.
Just let me finish.
It's the meme. Let me finish. No, Commie Bravo said. It's like the meme where it's like, okay, like basic math is like 1 + 1 = 2, and then advanced math is like 1 plus fake number, imaginary number. What was it called? Whatever equals some bullshit. And we understand this is beyond math. You know, this is advanced math. And then there's biology. You know, male is man, and female is woman, or whatever. And then you get into advanced biology, and that's honestly not the case. Honestly, this isn't really even advanced, and we're just kind of going around linguistics at the moment. But yes, things are a little bit more complicated, but understanding that there's power in that. We're able to define things a little bit more accurately. Matt Walsh is limiting his life, intentionally so.
You guys
very
like
hard
to bring up
with his view
high
of
school
linguistics.
level biology classes a lot. I get that a lot. But people who go on to more complicated biology classes will talk about sex as a spectrum.
It's not. It's not.
Well, biological researchers would disagree with you.
Well, then they're full of shit, the ones that would say that. There's
This is all they have. Do y'all remember when we were doing this during the 2.5 hours of pain? Look at this, if you will, for a moment, may we? Do y'all remember when I brought this up? And the person that I was debating, I can't find the actual image right now. Forgive me. I'm not in debate mode right now. Do you remember when I brought this chart up and I asked just linguistically what soda the person I was debating would call this and what anyone would call this? It's a bimodal distribution. These are things that just exist. And this is why normally I would say don't driving alone with mask. Howdy. This is why normally I would not advocate for debating these kinds of people. Unfortunately, my debate with Soda was indeed this, and at a point I made the right decision and just clowned on them. However, the person that's debating, again, is doing a really good job of defining their positions, of cataloging these studies and these charts and defining them as best as she can without getting flustered, and is also clowning on Matt Walsh. It's very well done. It's incredibly well done. But yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I brought that up because he does the whole thing where it's the only argument that he has is, no. That's all they got. That's all they got. You can give them study after study after study and meta-analysis and meta-meta-analyses, and they'll still look at that and go, oh, they're all liars. Okay, dude. That's all you got. This is your big fucking brain, okay?
Biological researchers would disagree with you.
well, then they're full of shit, the ones that would say that. There are
All right.
There are male gametes and female gametes. Oh, I had one last question.
Yeah, all faith, no
I just
end.
had one quick. Can you come back for 1 second? Because this is an important question. You said you're an EMT.
Yes.
Okay, if you're responding,
Jesus, oh, the shaky
you're responding
cam.
to a health emergency.
He's powering up. He's powering up.
Biological male, somebody with a penis, is having a medical emergency, and they say to you, I think I'm having a miscarriage. Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
Look. No, but that's because some people don't have body parts.
So there was a little bit of a fumble here. Also, I saw that you were stuck in ad hell. If you want to fix that, subscribe to me with $5 or for free with an Amazon Prime. I don't see any of that money. That all goes to Twitch. So in the meantime, also feel free to donate if you're so inclined. Either way, that gets you access to no ads, and it also gets you some fun little emotes starring my dog. Isn't that so neat? There was a little bit of a fumble here, and the question itself is foolish. However, as an EMT, if somebody with a penis said that they were having a miscarriage, do you want to know what that looks like? They would be treated. They would go in for treatment, and then you go from there. See, people also, there are people with penises who can indeed carry kids, and these are intersex people. Now, oftentimes, if I remember correctly, I need to be very careful with my language here. If I remember correctly, it's very rare. Because oftentimes, people with not just penises, but testicles, with testes, right, produce too much testosterone for any kid to be, I don't know if conceived would be the right word, or brought to term, but either way, this is indeed something that does happen. This isn't the win that Matt Walsh thinks it is. Outside of that, in general, it's just a foolish question. And there's no engaging with this in good faith. You just clown on him. That's it. What's the percentage of that population? I believe it's anywhere from reported 1 to 2%, which is nothing to sneeze at. 1 to 2% of the world's population is quite a bit. But also on top of that, a lot of people go their whole entire lives, not knowing that they're intersex. And then they go to the doctor one day. Maybe they go to their gynecologist, let's say, and they're like, "Man, I'm having like a really hard time, like having a kid. I wonder what's up." And then, oh shit, there are testes I didn't know about. Or oh man, like I lie somewhere on this bimodal distribution. So this is reported, but again, like a lot of people just live their lives and don't know. So 1 to 2% of the world's population, nothing to sneeze at. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Yes, Matt's doing that. All faith, no int build, absolutely no strength either. I've challenged him to 1v1s and he, for whatever reason, just isn't getting back to me. Something about housework, okay. Stochastic terrorism and fuels a lot of violence against trans people as well. Walsh is genocidal. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Matt Walsh leads to... You do all remember that funny little goof of the bomb threat called into a children's hospital? How funny was that?
That's cool.
Neo the Heathen, welcome. He slides between mask on and mask off. I wish that he would just commit to his I'm gonna be the angry right-wing bully that the left fears, and then he immediately backpedals because it's not profitable. These people are spineless, gelatinous spined, I dare say. Absolutely. Welcome, Neo. Thank you, Mash Buttons. Yeah, I they have no real positions. You can ask me my positions, I'll say it with my fucking chest, and the answer will, more or less, unless I'm changed on something, and I'll be upfront about that, will remain consistent. Wotan Wei, nothing about what OnlyFans said is debatable. Anyway, back to the real debate, may we?
Doesn't mean they're not a woman.
Okay. Sounds like we've established there are some people who, in principle, can get pregnant, and there are some people who can't. So there's two categories, otherwise known as binary.
He can't do it. He can't do it. He's trying so hard. He's trying so
Women
hard
can't
to
get
avoid
pregnant either.
the bimodal
Yeah,
distribution.
but they're still of the nature to get
She's
pregnant.
holding
The only-
frame. She's holding frame. Look at this. He's hunched over and she's holding frame. This is incredible.
They're still of the nature to get pregnant. The only
But
reason
they can't get pregnant.
Yes, but
truth matters, right?
it does. That's what I'm trying to explain.
You see the people in the back. They're shifting. The vibes are shifting. This is incredible.
The only
But
reason
they can't get pregnant.
Yes, but
truth matters, right?
What a good fucking
It
line.
does. That's
what
what
a
I'm trying to
good
explain to
fucking
you.
line.
Truth matters, and they can't
Okay,
get pregnant. That's the truth. So how are they still women?
because they are for the same
can't.
reason.
He's
for
crumbling.
the same reason.
But I can't believe he
that I can-
uploaded this. He looks so bad. He looks fucking terrible. I'm so proud. I am genuinely so proud of this woman. This is incredible. Holding frame, remaining quote unquote reasonable in like a media trained sense, is busting out the studies and also knows when it's a good time to just give up on debate and clown on Matt.
Can rightly say that human beings have two legs. And if a person is born with only one leg, that doesn't call into question the statement that human beings have two legs, okay? A person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum.
What is this argument? I need to play this back again. I'm sorry. No, there are people who are born with birth defects. There are people who lose their limbs later on in life. I've been told this happens actually quite a few times. Not like chameleons or whatever, but if you're in like a fucking war, if you're describing a human as somebody with legs, like if you were if that's your definition, are you calling people without legs not human? What is this? What fucking argument is this? I want everyone to look at this right now. I want everyone to look at this argument and know that this is your guy. This is your guy. The guy that says people without legs aren't human. That's your guy. Foolish behavior. One more time.
And if a person is born with only one leg, that doesn't call into question the statement that human beings have two legs, okay? A person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum.
What argument is this?
And we can't say anything at all about how many legs a person has. Who knows? They could be a centipede. You know, they could have 100 legs. No, we know human beings have two legs. If a human is born without two legs, something went wrong. They were.
What is this? I know that Matt Walsh is just genocidal, but he's not beating the allegations here. I mean, he describes himself as a theocratic fascist, so I don't think anyone's really surprised. Yeah, great still, by the way. Oh, this isn't the win. Do y'all remember in that debate when Soda said, "Oh yes, trans people are like wounded deer, and trans people are like wounded deer, and I'm like a wolf or whatever. I can't help myself from being a predator." Like, that's not the win that you think it is, dog. Calling people not human because they're born with some form of abnormality or defect, calling them inhuman, that's not the win that you think it is, you fucking weirdo.
Supposed to have that second leg, something went wrong. If you meet a person on the street who only has one leg, maybe they had an accident, maybe they were in war, maybe
Wait,
something.
why? Hold on. Why have I not banned equalizing distort? I'm gonna fix this right now. That person, I don't know why I haven't banned them. They back out of one debate and they think they can just say shit in my chat. Get out of here. Foolish, childish behavior. I'm very disappointed in you. Go to your room. I'm going to go back to clapping both of your parents' cheeks. We're hoping to give them a kid that they actually love and want to talk to. Nostraflanus, incredible. What was going on in chat? I saw something about free speech and I was immediately over it. Yeah, OnlyFlans called it. I gotta make you mod at some point. Okay. Wow, this is going to be a pain to edit.
Maybe they were in a car accident, maybe they had cancer, a leg was cut off. But you know that something went wrong because by their nature, they're supposed to have two legs.
By their
Same
nature?
thing for a woman. A woman by her nature can get pregnant.
We're doing the nature. We're doing the
So-
nature. Appeal to nature. Oh, what a fucking... I can't... We're so close, guys. We've got 1 minute left. I promise. How do you think that they're fucking communicating right now on this massive platform? How do you think that Matt uploaded this with a fucking computer? Can I spoiler alert things for you? Guys, can we, if this is a shock to any of you, I'm so sorry, but computers actually do not exist in nature. I'm really sorry about that. We do a lot of things, in fact, that kind of go against the grain. I think we can also look at things like, I don't know, a lot of surgeries, a lot of modern medicine. I'm sure that Matt here, give it maybe a year or two, and this boy's going to start getting hair plugs. He's going against his nature there, is he not? He's going against his nature by saying he's not a sissy boy, a femme boy, with all the sissy hypno porn that he watches, you know, going against his own nature.
If you meet a woman of childbearing age, say she's 28 years old, and she can't get pregnant, you know automatically that something has gone wrong. And she can go to the doctor and find out what that thing is, even if they can't fix it. So that proves that women by their nature can get pregnant, because the simple fact that she can't shows you that there's something wrong. This is what is known as the exception that proves the rule. Whereas if a male with a penis can't get pregnant, no doctor on earth is going to run tests to see what's wrong with him. Because they already know it's that he's a male, and there's only male and female, those who can get pregnant and those who can't. So
this is, yeah, everyone else understands how foolish that fucking argument was. Do you hear that pause? Oh, God. Is there anything else? No, there's not. Thank God. Get me out of this. Oh, okay, so what I wanted to communicate with that, we kind of got lost in the sauce there a little bit, is would I ever advocate for anybody to go on a panel like that and try and debate when the other side has mic control, camera control, audience control? No. In this one instance, this person held up exceptionally well. And if you are not confident in doing what this person had done on the fly, IRL, probably don't, okay? It's a disservice, unfortunately, to the community. However, also at the same time, the smallest amount of pushback, and Matt fucking crumbled. He was genuinely shaking. I do think that person also moved some people over. You could feel it in the crowd, right? There was a vibe switch, unquestionably. Matt is deathly allergic to debating leftists, and media-trained leftists at that, especially leftist streamers. There have been no shortage of, hey, look, I know I'm a small streamer myself, but if anything, I feel like this would be a big get for Matt, you know? Get the small new streamer to debate, right? He won't do it. He won't do it with me. He won't do it with bigger streamers. He's a fucking coward. He's spineless, unable to define his own positions, unable to withstand just a little bit of pushback. I don't know. Case in point, final summation. That woman was based. Thank you so much for watching. If you're so inclined, feel free to like and share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. If you would like to join chat on stream, go pop on over to twitch.tv/CommieBravo. I hope to see you there.